All right, this print is almost done. It's at about 97% finished. As you can see, it's a non or unmodified Ender 3 printer. It's actually the Ender 3 Pro, because you can see here this is wider than the Ender 3. But basically it's the same printer, has the same hot end, same white Bowden tube, same plastic extruder body. Filament is mounted on the left side for direct feed into the extruder with no arms, levers, or gizmos or gadgets. It's just directly in. It pulls it into the extruder, forces it up the Bowden tube and down the tube into the hot end. This is the white tube, not the blue one, because the blue one has a smaller inside diameter, which causes friction, unwanted friction, around that curve. Something you've got to deal with. This is the hot end. This is your basic print head. Nothing's been added. You can see there's no aftermarket additions to this printer. It's just not required. You don't want to overdo it, overkill with a bunch of stuff around here, because you just don't need it. You just don't need direct drive, because it's taking filament right now and feeding it down through the Bowden tube and into the hot end. Once it's in the hot end, it heats it up, drops it down to the table, and there you go. That's it. The troubleshooting is so easy. There's nothing here. There's nothing to troubleshoot, because this is it. This is all that is required. All right. You can see it's a non-heated bed. Let's see if we can show that here. Right there, it's non-heated. That's a 0. That's set point. It's room temperature. The nozzle's at about 196. Okay. You can see this is a flat surface. Okay. It's flat because it's a mirror. It's flat because it has to be flat. A mirror is going to be flat because it would be a clown mirror if it wasn't. So this is half your problem. Half your problem that's been solved. Okay, you don't need any special pads or anything like that. All right, no glue, no Elmer's glue. And you can see here, no warping, no curling, no bullshit. This is the regular springs that came with the printer about 5.5 years ago. I've had 4 printers all about the same time, and this is one of them. This is, I think, from Thingiverse. You can see there that it's almost completed. I think the biggest problem is getting the G code, figuring out your G codes. Because otherwise the printer does the job without my input at all. It literally takes the filament from over there, sends it down the Bowden, into the hot end, and onto the table, virtually without my involvement. It doesn't need me to print like this. And I guess you can see for yourself, that's a very smooth, clean surface. All right, E-steps are still at 93. That's the factory 93. No calibrations or anything required. I don't even mess with the factory firmware. All the settings are the same as they were when I purchased the printer. You can see for yourself there's nothing required, you know, like a direct drive or anything like that. It's just not needed because you don't want an overkill. You don't want to overdo the printing process when this is all that's needed right here. Because again, it takes solid filament. You know, it's basically 1.75 millimeters. It's rigid. It heats it up right here, and delivers it to the bed. That's it. All right. Not much more can be said. This is pretty much it right here. That's the plastic extruder. If you have to change that arm, either print a new one or purchase one from the supplier. Leave the body alone. You don't need to change it to a metal extruder. If you do that, you've got a ton of problems to deal with. That means E-step changes, calibrations. It's just not worth the effort when you can just leave the body of this extruder alone, take out that little screw, put a new one in, put a new arm in there, or at least a 3D printed one, and go back to work. Yeah, this is almost done. You can hear it. Yep, 99. Almost. There it is. Okay, let's shut this off. Pull it forward. Remove the little hair right here. This is what was left right here. All right, so there's the print.